All right, welcome to the StackSource new lender interface webinar. We're going to give about 30 to 40 seconds for a few people to join, and then we're going to be diving in. So give us 30, 45 seconds. Okay, well, welcome StackSource lending partners. Welcome those that have stumbled upon us on our social media feed or gotten our emails. This is the StackSource new lender interface demo. So let's go ahead and get started. First, a couple of quick housekeeping for this presentation. You are viewing us either on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn. And a recording of this session will be available on all three of those channels. If you have questions about the demo, the new lender experience, you can use the comment section. You can also email hello@stacksource.com if you would like to get in touch with our team directly. So we're going to start with a brief introduction. Most that watch this are going to be familiar with StackSource already because you're a StackSource lending partner. But a quick intro on StackSource in case you stumbled upon us another way or you're interested in becoming a lending partner. We're going to do a demo of the newly released new lender interface, and then we're going to do questions and answers. So let's dive in. So StackSource, who are we? We are a managed marketplace for commercial real estate financing opportunities. We have borrowers that come with properties to finance that are not homes. We have multifamily and commercial financing opportunities, multifamily 5+ units, sometimes rental portfolios, but mostly commercial properties between multifamily, office, retail, industrial. And we match those with loan programs from our lending partners. So we have an algorithm that says, hey, we've got something in your strike zone. It's been vetted by our capital advisors, and it has been appended with all the information you need to engage with this potential borrower and offer them a financing product like a loan. We have been growing nationwide. So we've closed loans in 38 states so far. I mentioned retail, industrial, multifamily, and office makes up a lot of the types of financings that we're presenting to lending partners. We've done more than 200 loans across the country now, including more than 100 this year in 2021 as we are growing fast. As a matter of fact, we're one of the fastest growing commercial mortgage platforms in the country. A couple of example deals that we've placed financing for recently. This was a new development that we placed $25 million of land development financing for around the Charlotte, North Carolina area. The sponsor was a repeat StackSource user and a land developer seeking non-recourse financing for acquisition and development for 1,700 lots. We've done a number of these lot development deals in addition to straightforward commercial property acquisitions. This was a $5 million refi of a mixed-use multifamily and retail property in Manhattan. And finally, we placed a $4.8 million acquisition loan for a portfolio of mobile home parks in Iowa in recent months. So our deal flows varied, various sizes, various locations, asset scenarios between new development through refinancing. There's a lot of different types of financing opportunities you will find on StackSource as a lending partner, but you'll only receive deals that are a good fit for your portfolio based on our understanding of your loan programs as you interact with our portal and with our team. Now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to my colleague, Nicole, who's been with StackSource for several months as she joined earlier in 2021. And she has been hard at work getting to know users of the StackSource platform on every side, from borrowers requesting loans online, all the way through to our tightest relationships with lending partners. And she has been working behind the scenes on a number of changes that you're going to be seeing on the StackSource platform in the coming months, starting with this new lender interface today. So Nicole is going to jump on. She is going to demo this new StackSource interface, and I'm going to jump back on for the Q&A section. But for now, Nicole, please do take it away.
Okay. So let's take a look now at this new experience that we've created for lenders at StackSource. So when you get a deal, when you open your deal from StackSource, this is what you'll see coming soon. And if you've opened up deals previously from StackSource, you'll probably notice there are some similarities. But there are a few key differences and enhancements that we're introducing that I want to highlight here. So number one, we kind of see this overview of the deal, which is there now. But one thing we've added is this new photo slideshow that you can actually interact with. So you can see, I'm clicking through the pictures quickly. If you just want to get that quick snapshot of the deal, just to see what you're looking at, you can now do that right at the top of the screen. And then as we continue on to all of the information that we're presenting on the deal has just been organized to be as scannable and readable as possible. You can see like everything is nicely aligned, and that also serves another purpose, and that is for our newly responsive, as you can see here, mobile view, responsive view for viewing on your phones, on a tablet. And so everything that you can see and interact with will be fully accessible on your phone. And you can see here too that all of the information in the deal is closed. So you can open it all like so, or you can look at one thing at a time, if there's just like a particular piece that you want to see. So the next thing that I want to show you is our new quote terms flow. So coming back into the desktop view, if we click quote terms, if we want to quote terms on this deal, we'll now see this approach that's, instead of a big form, if you're familiar with the current platform, we now have a setup where we can just see one thing at a time. So here on this first screen or first slide of this new flow, if we put in one of our constraints, you can see one of the new features we have is that the loan amount is automatically calculated into dollars for you, and that will change, depending on the constraints you put in. So one of the key features of this new flow is that it is smart, and the idea is that it will do some of the work for you to make quoting your terms as efficient as possible. So I'm just going to go through and show you just a little bit kind of what this looks like. And then I also want to show right here that you can see that this is also fully responsive. So you can quote your terms right from your phone. No need to be on a desktop to do this now. So, and you can see too, I think that, if you're looking at a fairly straightforward deal, it's pretty quick and easy, right? So, yeah, that's our new quote terms flow, what we have so far, both desktop and mobile. And now we will transition to the Q&A.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Nicole. Well, we received some questions ahead of time. If you're watching live, feel free to use the comment feature on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook. And we will try to get to all the questions that we get. But here is one that we received ahead of time. One question from a lending partner is, does the broker still present our terms to the sponsor? Good question. So we brand our capital advisors as such. So we have a number of capital advisors at StackSource across the country, and we typically present multiple lending options depending on the loan scenario to the sponsor. So yes, StackSource's interface and StackSource's capital advisors would be presenting the terms to the sponsor, though they're going to get notifications instantly when you quote terms in many cases, and as part of their loan comparison view, but they'll also be having a conversation with their capital advisor and using some of our features to compare and analyze those quotes. So good question. Another question, what happens if I input deal terms incorrectly on my phone? Can I change them? Nicole?
Yes. So once you've input deal terms, you will be able to see that everything that you input as part of that view that I just showed, that will appear in the place of the quote terms flow. And the other thing that you'll be able to do there is actually edit each section of those terms. So if you made a mistake and you forgot to go back, you can easily edit those terms once you've submitted them.
Excellent. Another question to quoting terms. My company usually creates term sheets on our own letterhead. How would I send this out to a borrower? So you can attach two ways. One is you can attach your term sheet in the quote that you're creating on the platform. If you're doing it from desktop and you have the attachment, you can quote the terms and then you can attach your legal term sheet and the borrower would be able to see it. The other way is you can email it into the StackSource capital advisors that are assigned and working on the deal, and you can get their contact info right from the digital OM. You will also be able to respond to the email that alerted you to the OM. It'll go straight to the capital advisory team working on that deal. That would be another way to get a term sheet out to the borrower because they would then enter it in the platform for you. Fourth question. Am I able to download all the attachments from the deal on my phone? Nicole?
Yes. So you will be able to download both photos and any document attachments, as a zip file onto your device.
Cool. If you're watching live, feel free to put in questions. We're answering questions as they come in. We've also got some questions from previous. Yeah, please ask away in the comment sections or by emailing hello@stacksource.com. Another question, do I get a copy of the terms that I sent in? Does this work? So let's do that. This person has two questions. First, do I get a copy of the terms I inputted? Yes. One, you will see the terms that you quoted on the platform within the digital OM, but you're also going to get an email from the StackSource platform with a summary of the quote that you submitted. So you're going to get both on the platform and an email summary quoting terms for any borrower. And that's the same email alert that you'd get today with quoting terms. Nicole, somebody wants to know, does this work on both iPhone and Android?
So yes, so the platform you will just view right in your mobile browser. So you can use it on an iPhone, on an Android phone, any phone or tablet or desktop or laptop.
Excellent. Another question. How do I share my deal with my analyst team? I can answer that one. So when you get an email alert from the StackSource platform with a new deal to review, there's going to be a specific link. It's going to look like something like platform.stacksource.com/project. And then it's going to have a code that represents the project followed by a security token that says who you are that's viewing the project and you get permission. You can use that link anywhere within your own organization, whether it's you, an analyst, an executive at your company, someone on the credit committee that wants to review a loan request. They're going to be asked to input their email address, whether on a phone or a computer, the first time you access from that device. it's asking for your email address. So we're keeping track of who is accessing these confidential documents and this confidential loan request. But you can certainly share that link with your analysts. It must be the full URL that you get in your email alert about the new deal. Any other questions? We'll leave a few more seconds for questions in the comment box. Otherwise, if you do have more questions, write down that email address or send us email hello@stacksource.com. That will get our full team. Nicole or I can respond, or a member of our capital advisory or capital markets team can respond as appropriate. So hello@stacksource.com, a good catch-all. It'll get you to the right person at StackSource if you have further questions. Nicole, a question from me. When will lenders start seeing this new interface?
Very soon. I think
not today, though. I take it.
No, not today. Yeah, we don't have it launched yet, but I mean, I think within a few weeks, right?
Yeah. So not today. If you go to stacksource.com today, or sorry, to a StackSource loan request today, don't expect it to be mobile responsive. There's nothing wrong on your end. This new view is coming soon. We are ironing out a couple of last features to launch with this. Coming weeks, be on the lookout. So if you joined us today live, thank you. If you're watching this on the replay, thank you, as this is most likely going to be linked for users the first time you log into the new mobile responsive lender interface. Again, any questions, hello@stacksource.com. Reach out to your capital advisor assigned on the deal, and we're happy to help. This should be a good new experience that you can review and work with commercial financing requests coming on your phone, and a step forward for us and a step forward for the industry. We thank you for doing business with StackSource. We thank you for checking out our loan requests and being responsive. I'll remind all lending partners, existing lending partners, that responsiveness on StackSource is actually measured and helps you to stay in the lineup for the best loan requests that you want to see. Declining projects, in addition to quoting them, scores just as many points on your responsiveness score. So you can continue to be at the top of the list when you have a loan request that would be a good fit for your organization, whether you're a bank, private debt fund, or whatever type of capital source you represent. Responsiveness is measured, and we're trying to make it easier and easier now that you can review deals on your phone, now that you can interact with deals in a variety of ways from different devices. If you have more ideas for us, if you have more questions for us, hello@stacksource.com. But we thank you for watching this new lender experience webinar, and we hope you have a great rest of your holidays.